Gia's got it, Arlene's got it. We've got a little clapping buttons if you hit reactions at the bottom where you can show some love. I'll also open up the chat during the readings where you could drop a few words if you liked a line or something that you hear. So my name is Casey. I should have said that at the beginning. I'm one of the co-curators of the Studio One reading series along with Sheila Sumner. So I'm going to turn things over to Sheila quickly.
Hi, I'm Sheila, and thanks so much for coming. It's going to be really exciting, and thank you, Alex, and thank you, Jeff, and thank you, Casey.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're really excited, you guys. If you do a quick scroll through, I think it's a really nice way to just kind of like humanize this process of Zoom a bit. But we have a lot of people here tonight, and it's really cool to see everyone. So thank you all again. Jeff, we were thinking about having you kick us off tonight. How does that sound? Awesome. So I will read bios. If you're just joining us, a quick reminder that if you're able to, if you can contribute tonight to the Black Solidarity Fund, that link is in the chat. And that is a fund set up by Community Ready Corps, which is an organization here in Oakland. All right. So without further ado, I shall read our bios. Okay, we are very excited tonight to welcome Jeff Alessandrelli. Jeff is most recently the author of the poetry collection Fur Not Light from Burnside Review Press in 2019. Forthcoming is a chapbook on the literary work of the deceased writer and environmental activist Mark Balmer, and a full-length book centered around masculinity and shyness. In addition to his own writing, Jeff also runs the literary record label press, Phonograph Editions. Super cool, you should check that out if you haven't yet. I'll also put Phonograph Editions in the chat. And here he is. I would announce his website, but we can just hear from him in person.
No, that's no need. I got a long last name, it's hard to read too. So thank you so much, Casey and Sheila. My parents are from the Bay Area, so I've known about the Studio One reading series for a long time. And it was supposed to be last weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was going to go to a Giants A's game on, I guess, the Saturday after the reading, and I was really excited. My cousins live in Berkeley and Oakland too. So, but this is just as good. I'm going to start with a couple of cover poems by Douglas Kearney, who's my favorite poet currently living in Minneapolis, where a lot of necessary things are happening. So this is from his first book, Fearsome. The poet as setting. The jolt that comes to bones inside a tumbled streetcar is what the painter considers as she strokes herself into story. There is less to the jolt that comes as he shuts his eyes before the monitor, save what he imagines. A lightning bolt, a god tapping the shoulder. He imagines the sky swelling with ceiling fans or the guano of extinct birds. A jolt riding from his shoulder blades to his eyelids, dropping with roller coaster clacks to his fingers. Here he dreams of Frida Kahlo. Here, he says, let me spread my flesh out like a table linen. Let my bones be silver that touches, making again that clack. My skull will be a glass set properly. I have class enough. What jolt is it to chew over class, his body set before him as the reader sips perhaps a glass of something heady. We give books spines, we break them. The table will have its legs, its head. The body is upon us. Does the table have a stomach? Is it simply there to bear our hunger without its own, like a eunuch bathing a stripper? What is the poet without eyes or ears, reading, listening? He is a platform, a place to set, that to set it with. And if this is all, what will he do when the reader finishes a glass, rises from the poet's head, and passes into the city? Covered with the linen, he is waiting for something to spill, perhaps a girl in Mexico rolling her ankle in a streetcar. This is another Douglas Kearney poem from his, can y'all see this? The Black Automaton. So this came out in, I think, 2007 7. Fish hook lure. It's 2000 and I am a writer who gets paid to write about fish hooks. Well, I get paid to make you want fish hooks. On Monday, I will scrub off my weekend and put on clothing that best suits a fish hook lure. Then I will punch a car-sized hole through the misty barrel of autumn air. I will smile at my coworkers in their iron shirts and hope they weren't too despicable after their dutiful hours in suburban churches. Perhaps they hope the same about me, unshaved and grinning vacantly, mind and mouth full of fish hooks. And yeah, I had a book come out last year called Fur Not Light. It's kind of based, it's inspired by the work of a lot of the Russian absurdist authors who wrote under Stalinist oppression. And yet within that, that oppression, they found a lot of kind of hope, absurdity, and sometimes in the most unexpected ways. So I'm just going to read a couple of, the first poem in the collection is a really, well, it's not really long, but a longer one called Be Your Own Hitman, Death Sounds, Love Songs, which after it came out, it kind of sounds like a bad Justin Timberlake cover band, but I can't do anything about that now. So this is from Be Your Own Hitman, Death Sounds, Love Songs. Can you hear me? A whisper implies only two conceivable things, rumor or confession. Why do the trees whisper? Thrashing against the brack, they are wildly blinking out leaves. An average normal human being blinks 17,000 to 22,000 times a day. 17,000 to 22,000 blinks which go entirely unnoticed, forgotten before the inevitability of their instant. So what? So the sun melts the grass, the flowers arrive at wisdom, is easy to come by, impossible to learn. Above us, the cloudscape constant annotates our deaths and loves, our failures and lives. Can anyone hear me? I'm whispering, see? Such a normal act, average as the trees fornicating with the wind while wordlessly intoning. You are not your own master. You are not your own. Like skateboarding down the street while dribbling a basketball, while listening on your phone to a TED Talk about the myriad gradations of shame, them infinitely kaleidoscoping levels. Oh, Poochie eye, you balding old politician, what's the use? Why parse the particular non-particulars of dry mud? The circle of life is rectangular oblong. The dead wait for us all our lives to die. While alive, we pray to be reborn again upon our deaths. 17 out of 12, 12 out of 9, 9 out of 4, no beginning too soon to end. My past, a winter's thaw, sun intermittently through dark cloud. As then I believed I owned the air everywhere, now succumb to my mere rental of it for a short time at a great cost, realizing that under certain circumstances, even the sunshine can be a kind of death poem. As today I finally study the meaning of snow, of slush, thick mysticisms of snow embedded within some canyon's every pockmark. I could put a bullet in my heart or a sunflower in my hand, and today all is a battlefield of sunflowers, battlefield able to shout without having a mouth. When did I forget how to fly? I didn't, I won't. Where the river bends through the trees, I am waiting, breathless to grace. Keep rowing past anyway, our stunned copse of eye contact, its own glittering bouquet. And this is the last one. I'm going to read of my own work. You made a pond for the moon, and dusk quick, starstruck, silent, the moon made a mirror of you. I can't get at it with these same old 26 letters anymore. Ready-made words, telltale symbols. Out of sound into music, the best songs are seldom sung. And I'm just going to end with a poem by Andrew Jordan, who's another Bay Area poet who I really, really love. And this is from his book, The Absolute Letter. So this is Blind Illumination. In one sense, infinitive to phantom, I heard the room of all space spinning. What science guided me towards silence, my wanting to know more about no more. I wanted to hear about the nothingness beyond God, stirred the random to render stored order. I dead, I did. Did I, within reason, reach toward the fluttering of my hands? To whom to answer, once flown alone to him? Here the noise in soil passes for the pure O in soul. No touch can never touch that which is composed of emptiness of atoms. So my flare-tipped fingers elongate into time. That's me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeff. I also just, everyone here opened up the chat so that if you do want to drop a few words in for Jeff, you can do that and everybody will see it. Oh, thank you so much for filling all of our different spaces across the country right now with your voice, Jeff, and with the voices of Kearney and Andrew Joran. Really, yeah, so much, such a beautiful collaboration there that you presented us with. Sheila, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, just thank you. Loved it. Loved the different poet. Loved it. Yeah.
Thank you.
A pond for the moon, some mysticism of snow, so much beautiful language to hold on to. Thank you.
Thank you.
And yes, Gabrielle, the chat is opened up, so you can chat. If you hit everyone in meeting, then everyone will see it if you're in the chat. And just a quick reminder too, if you're just joining us, we are asking that attendees, if you're able to, contribute to Community Ready Corps' Black Solidarity Fund. And that link is at the very top of the chat. I'll drop it in here again before we finish up today. And if you send us the receipt for your donation, we will send you one of Studio One's 10-year anthologies. Jeff, I'm so stoked we were able to make this work. I feel like we've been talking for so long about getting you here.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay, so closing us out today is Alex Coupe. I'll go ahead and introduce Alex via his bio, although I will say on a quick personal note, when I first met Alex, I thought that I had some rhyming skills. I thought I knew a lot about rhyme and the things that rhymes could do and the ways that words could be stretched and enmeshed together. And then Alex comes with his polysyllabic rhymes and his stacked rhymes. And I pretty much just realized that I don't know anything. So I'll quickly read his bio, but you guys are in for a treat here tonight. Alex Coupe is both poet and educator who teaches writing and tricksterdom to public school youth. His aim is to land the plane somewhere between playful pain and peace. Born in Chicago, Alex jokes that many people say subjective things about his city, but that objectively, Chicago is the greatest city in the world. All right, let's give it up to Alex. Here we go.
Thank you. I'm pretending I can hear all of your applause. So I selected a few different pieces that I think speak to the current moment. A lot of frustration, obviously. I'm also really frustrated with the phrase, everything that's going on in the world right now, instead of folks actually naming what the things are. So these are just a few pieces, some of them old, some of them a couple days old, that kind of speak to where I am. The first one's called Centaur. I've read it here before. Centaur. It would suck to be a horse. Hustle all day just to munch on your hay, all work and no play. Living in a stable that's administered and labeled by a citizen enabled, gonna get rid of you or they race you. Nevertheless, a horse is very, very cool. Naturally selected from hereditary pools as a quick, strong beast with the face of a fool. I don't want that face, I want that grace. Split me at the waist, give me gifted legs to chase. I'ma give you hell if you equip me for a race, cause my arm's still here, so I got my steel near. Centaur, nigga, you had better steer clear. A centaur can be a real nigga too. Centaurs do what the real niggas do. Got hooves, but we kick it like boots. Get money, brat, brat, niggas shoot. I don't believe in luck or evil superstitions, but how tight it be a man with beastly characteristics. All derogatory references suspended. You hungry enough to eat a horse? Of course I am offended. Of course society is still purporting he convicted. Horse reparations still unfortunately pending. A centaur nigga's taking his back. So now I'm looking for my 40 acres and my black. And Mr. Ed is offensive to my shed and to all my horse niggas taking whippings from your legs. I will smoke my brain out and grow my mane out for the rights of my people in the fight to be equal. Centaur Panther with a real simple mantra, but the whole non-centaur world misunderstands you. I want my land back, and can I get a hand clap? No more rides. You can find yourself an Amtrak. All right, this next piece is called Oliver. I grew up in the south suburbs of Chicago. I had a neighbor who used to play basketball with us, and this poem is about him. The first verse is true, and the second verse is fictionally me returning to meet him. Oliver, you slid up in the rhyme. You never dropped a dime, double dribble every time. Little bit behind. Maybe quite a bit. I was a baby, ain't no shit. Mom said George was a lady on the bricks. And fetal alcohol, liquor feed the child and all. You ain't need a doubt to fall. Just teach me how to ball. Go under the leg, smirk, air ball of three. It's still a part of me. You chillin' when on D. Wait to get the rock, and you patient as a cop chasing Haitians with a Glock. Wait, it's almost 8 o'clock. One more, Al, is you in or is you out? But mom yelling, Al, could you get up in the house? We'll hear you staying out. Least till about when the niggas coming out. I'm tripping, pardon me. I'm feeling ardently that a nigga's destiny is written. Oliver, may scribe find you well and not looking frail somewhere locked in a cell. Or sitting on a rock, not a pot, not a pail. Keep a sock for the mail. Box on your feet. Pockets in deep with the stock of the street. Probably not on your feet. Sleeping on cottage. Oliver smile, see the spots on your teeth. Snots on the sleeve from the drops in the eve. Do you not own a fleece? Cough hot through a fever. Wear a little raincoat, spare a little change, bro. Lift a man's sack from a verity and angles. Sticky hand cat ain't scared to grip a mango. Rarities, gank those rainbows, bankrolls, wearing these strange clothes, bare knees, ankles, tearing them to pieces and wearing it to sleep. We don't hear a peep. Thank you. I appreciate the applause that I'm hearing in my head right now. Yeah, this one's called Parrot Trash. I wrote this a couple of days ago. It's about my ambivalence to everyone suddenly caring about Black Death. It's called Parrot Trash. Parrot Trash. Mad at the world with a glass of rosé. Splash on Omega walks, clash over cable talk. Angel shark, label art, good or bad, basic law. Hood or class, baker thought, race or gnaw. Who knew OJ would walk? Slayer's arc. Crooked ass, button up, buckle up, hook the latch and cook it up. Look him up, book him fast, bullet blast, cook his ass. Hood the mutt, his hood is up. Fill him up, lock it fast, blotch him up, copper tag, body bag. Wrap him up, present gas, pleasant dad, mock his past, crying mom. Where is dad? Parent clash, acting out, dropping out, rob a house, scary mask, parrot trash, parrot trash, parrot trash, parrot trash. Pass on the world with a glass of rosé. Skinny girl cast next to slabs of Kobe. You asked to know me, I have to say no. It's tragic, bro, I really want a glass of OJ. I'm gassed and old and actually been basking all day. The heat is a mother, I've been hacking all day. Beat as the buzzer on a basketball play. Squeeze me another from the trees of Osage. He be my brother if the leaf is cascaded. with spruce juice, soot, and the seeds of your rage. It's the seeds of your rage. You can dine it up, wear it down, try it on, flare around, pack it up, wrap it up, tear it up, put it on, hang it first, wear it last, parrot trash, parrot trash, parrot trash, parrot trash. Thank you. And given the heaviness, this one is just a little bit lighter. It's kind of just about my appreciation for the various vegetation that grows in the wonderful state of California and my relationship to it. It's called Weedy Ogre Rhyme Vet. Weedy Ogre Rhyme Vet. Eek! Egads, it's the Weedy Ogre Rhyme Vet, a week, no sleep. Mediocre mindset, greedy for a time. Now he seek divine. Pockets keep a dime and the prophecy divine. Give a dog a bone, call a nigga Carl Malone. In a Salt Lake, friends leave a river frog alone. Thirst and wet, shiver to the bone, you the worst man yet. So he figured do a song. 2, pour to make a buck, water make him stuck. He should write a rap for the sake of fuck. Here's a quarter, make your luck. You'll be sure to cake it up. Pork a major butt, fork an Asian duck. Record going live and the fortunate is struck. Reckon it is 5, but it's more to hear him shuck. Just a lesson to the jive. Spot him on the street chewing meaty cobra hide. Lychee soda side in a beat Toyota ride. Honk, beep, beep. See the ogre hide. Al peel away like it's freebie yolk inside. The boy is dead broke as a boiled egg joke. Al break a leg. Oi, his leg broke. Soil bed totes. Smoking that crap, every token Al stack go to oil med smokes. Token black track, sterilized rap, and he paralyzed traps like broken back slacks. But a wonder on the mic like thunder when it strike. The winds don't end, it's the runner of a kite. My mind lost way back, mama was a type, now I find crossfade, black, tunnel in the light, out of time, lost days, living his wrong shoes, how the grind boss play it, the kids gonna do. Give a dog a bone and a big one too, dropping business on the song, this is it, gumshoe, work a nerve, move a bow, swerve through the crowd. Young tots like, yo, word, who was Al? Al got bars, but he mutter on the mic, but he butter with a nice piece of toast with the words. My guys keep a roach like we don't sweep the rug, so I'm mostly in love on the coast with the herbs. Motorola left hand, boba in the right. Cobra is the best strand, Yoda is I. Know I'm in a rush, man, throw it in the pipe. No reason to touch, he is so up in it right. If he's sober for the night, it's the Weedy Ogre Rhyme Vet. Thank you.
Whew, wow. Thank you so much, Alex. Really appreciate you sharing your work with us all here tonight. Man, parrot trash. Wow. Really,
Yeah.
really incredible. Go ahead, Sheila.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just felt like even your ambivalence is brilliant.
Right on. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click the button that says you are allowed to unmute yourselves. So this is a time when you can jump in on the mic if you want and say a few words to our poets, to Jeff and to Alex, or you can jump in on the chat too, which is open to everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and change that setting and people can have a little time to talk. Also really great, just want to encourage you all to scroll through again to see everybody that's here. If you hit gallery view in the top right, thank you all so much for taking time. Yeah, so much respect. Thank you for sharing. There's lots of shout outs happening in the chat, so please check that out too. And I will stop talking now, which means someone else has to talk though. That's the thing.
Go for it.
Jeff, I want to say I appreciate you, man. Excellent. That was just a great way to lead it in. I think you placed the moment really well and just gave great context and really got to pick up your book. So appreciate you.
No, thank you. You too. I was curious, what did you think of The Last Dance? I loved your work, but I want to.
Obviously I'm from Chicago. Love The Last Dance. Loved every minute of it. I'm kind of a LeBron stan in the last maybe 10 years. So, yeah, but it was a great showing.
But did you read about how that Jordan chose to do that on when I think it was 2017?
Yeah.
I mean, that's, yeah.
2016 after the finals, yeah. Jordan, you know, is obviously an insecure man, so.
Well, because I read a lot, yeah. I mean, it was biased. I mean, Horace Grant, I guess everyone. It was so. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
32. Thank you.
32.
Yeah.
So you're a little bit, yeah. Okay. It was, yeah. I mean, I couldn't stop. I mean, I guess a lot of people. It was great TV, I guess, even if it was a little bit unbiased.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I didn't want to. Hi, Sasha. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. That's my niece, Sasha, right there. Don't repeat some of the words Uncle Alex said today. Please do as I do, not as I say, or whatever they say.
Awesome job,
Thanks, Jen.
man.
I'm Alex.
Hi, Zeke. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good to see you guys.
Have you done a lot of these before, Alex?
This is my second one at Studio One in particular, but yeah, I go around, do some. I'm mostly a hip hop person, beats, rhymes, but the silent thing is still something I'm learning how to do. So,
But about like these online readings, have you done a lot of these?
no, this is my first one. So,
Yeah.
how did it feel?
For me,
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. It's definitely different than being in a room with 38 people, but yeah, no, it's good. How did it feel for you?
Different, definitely different. So.
This is the fun part of online readings where we all sit in a virtual space and get to have private conversations. You guys, I'm gonna put one more time in the chat in case you missed it or didn't get a chance. Community Ready Corps' Black Solidarity Fund link in case you want to donate tonight. And if you do donate, we will send you one of our 10-year anniversary anthologies for the reading series. So I'm gonna put that in there. Oh, nice! Look at everybody. Hey. And we've got people from all over the states, right? So we've got Portland, California, Oakland, the Bay. We've got North Carolina here.
Say hi, Uncle Jeff.
Hi, Uncle.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi, Uncle Jeff.
Hi. Is that Weston?
Good job, Jeff.
This is Jeff's family from Lake Tahoe.
Hi, Jeff's family. We're waiting to eat dinner.
Cool.
right. So we can stay on. You guys, everyone is also, of course, free to go. This is an at-will space. Thank you all for being here. I feel like people generally need an official closeout, so I'll take that duty. We really appreciate you. Studio One Reading Series takes a break in July and August, but we will be back in September, most likely virtually. So please make sure you check our very cool Blogspot blog. And also, you can get on our listserv if you email me, and I'll add you. It's another way to get updates. So I'll put my email address again in the chat in case you need it. And yeah, thank you all so much again. Can we give one final round of applause to Alex and Jeff?
Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, Sheila, Casey, Jeff. Appreciate you all.
Yeah, I hope you all have a good weekend. And
You all
good to
too.
virtually meet everyone.
Thanks everyone for coming. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
thank you everyone for coming too.